So there's another portion of the charts that Faith had yesterday, or on the Twitter space. There's another particular part of that conversation that he was talking to Faithfuls about other housemates, and he categorically said that he doesn't care and he doesn't want to be friends with any of them. He has no interest in being friends with any of the housemates, that he knows that they are all going to succeed in their own way, in their own right. They're all fantastic people, but you really don't have to align yourself with fantastic people to be fantastic. I mean, the game is the game. It was played, and right now it's about time that everybody shows or showcased themselves to the real world. And the real world apparently will determine, who takes it all, right? So let's listen to that conversation, and we will be back shortly.
Learning how to understand different perspectives, which is why I don't have any hatred for anybody in that house. It doesn't mean I want to be friends with any of them. No, I don't need to be friends with any of them. I don't really care. But I don't hate any of them because I understand them as human beings too. They're not perfect, same way I'm not perfect. And, we just had a little bit of difference here and there. And I think the way I was able to survive was that hyper independence, that part where I learned that, you can survive on your own. You don't need to be around people. You don't need to be... I'm Faith. Faith doesn't need people to shine. I will always be Faith. Faith will always be Faith. If people are around me, it's because I want them to be around me. If people are next to me, it's because I want that person next to me. I can stand on my own and I will still shine. But then again, you also have to realize that there is a certain power in community. It's like this, if you take faith, for example. Yes, there's faith, but there's no faith without the faithfuls. If you take away the faithfuls, there's no faith of this capacity right now. So what I've learned now is, in as much as I can be hyper independent, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with a community. You go with people that love you. You go with people that support you. And that's why I know people would say, maybe someone told me, you don't love your fans enough. And I was like, everything I do is for the faithfuls. Literally every single thing I do is for the faithfuls. But because I don't communicate it, there might be a disconnect. But thank you, Benga. That was a very...
Fabulous. I mean, spot on. You see, very many times we've heard people say things like, housemates to support themselves, some of us would even say, I like how this person is supporting this person. This person invited this person to his homecoming. This person invited this person to their party, and it feels really good. I like this community, this family. Yes, you like it, and I like it too. The sense of family, the sense of support for each other. But do you know that you don't have to have a sense of family to also succeed? Do you also know that sometimes being in a community can hinder your progress? And because of how the dynamics of the house played, now that they are out, so many things are out in the space, and you don't know who no like you. We go do something, we go say, okay, we have him around, let's do something to him. But it's true. Human beings can be very, very, very dangerous. Human beings can be dangerous. When I mean dangerous is when I mean danger. They can be sweet, but they can actually be still dangerous. So what he was saying clearly is, I really don't have to be friends with anybody in the house in order for me to succeed or to stay alone or to succeed in life. This game is all over. I mean, we didn't even know ourselves before the show. So what basis should we be continuing our friendship after the show? So he doesn't care. He doesn't have any bad blood for anybody. Everybody's going to succeed on their own right. But I am not the type who wants to do that thing you guys want me to do. This sense of community or the sense of supporting each other as housemates. That's not the kind of person he wants to be. If he wants to do anything, he would rather run with the faithfuls, those who has made him what he is, those who made him something out of absolute nothing. Yes, before he got into the house, faithfuls never existed. But faithfuls came together, committed with one voice, one hand, one life to put some sort of value on him because of what he stood for throughout the season of Big Brother Season 10. And so he is giving back that love as much as he can, either through his content creation or his word of advice. I think a couple of advice that I've seen, especially about one with weight loss, what to do to lose weight, how not to lose weight, and all that. And I thought it was fantastic. And I want you to tell me one housemate in the last 1 month who has done something in the direction that their fans who supported them in the house can gain from, even if it is sharing knowledge. Tell me one apart from Faith, who was disqualified. I mean, for somebody who is disqualified, you would have just wanted to dissociate yourself from social media, got knocked off, just practically cut off everything. You don't want to, and maybe after 1 or 2 months, that's when you now show back, and that means start posting 1 or 2 things. But this guy, from day one he left the house, he even told you that his brain is even knocked off from the house just before that disqualification came. He had locked out because he has finished what he came to do in the house. So he just wanted to leave, but just 2-3 days before the end, and that disqualification came. So what am I trying to say in essence? Sometimes you have to mirror what Faith does to apply it in your life. Yes, we understand that family is good. You have to get people to support you. You have to be in the mix of people who support you. No be every time. Oh. You'll be thinking you're looking for people who are going to support you, and some way, somehow, somebody who you thought could support you turns around to backstab you and make it look like you're the bad one. And because of how the dynamics have been playing so far, he has heard a lot. He's Faith. He knows. He has heard a lot of what housemates have said about him. Those whom he even thought were supposed to be close friends. And he said, you know what, after the show, we're going to be good friends. We're going to go party. But when he came out and started hearing those things about him, oh, damn it. You can imagine how betrayed he felt. So the best thing, the show is done, right? We can meet anywhere, anytime, but I don't want to be friends with any of the housemates. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. A lot of persons were having issues with that and saying, what does he feel? What does he feel like? What does he think who does he think he is? He's nobody. He doesn't want you to confer on him anything, but he just wants to be him. And by being him, he can decide to associate with anybody or dissociate with anybody. But that's the truth. You can force him to do whatever it is that he doesn't want to do. Yes, you can't force him into that. You can't. So why don't you just let him be? Live and let's live. So he is the one that is creating the most value for their fans. Frankly, in the last 1 month, which housemate has dedicated some time, some energy to do something that basically, touches the mind and the heart of their fans? I mean, I've seen all the lives that people go on. What's his name? Let's start from Culture. We've seen Culture's live. So Culture's live is just, you can tell that this guy is just chasing clouds. I mean, he doesn't chase clouds. You open TikTok, does the talk rubbish, they go. You ask him a question, they talk rubbish. We just know he talks out of points. That one is a no-no. We've seen Thelma Lawson's live. That was just recently. And somebody asked her a question. I was stunned the way she answered that. Somebody asked her a question that that while she was watching the show, that she felt that Thelma Lawson really badly wanted to become Dede's friend, Dede Amide's friend. That what really happened. Do you know what Thelma told that person? Is that you are delusional. You are delusional. There was no time I ever. How is she delusional? Like I don't understand. How is wanting to be like I'm asking you, your moves in the house feels like you wanted to badly become someone's friend, right? Okay, feels good, plays good. So then somebody asked you that question. That so my question was not why did she say the person was delusional? On what basis? If you say, if truly it's not the fact that you wanted to become somebody's friend, tell the person, no, I actually did not want to be. Or maybe, yes, this moves you thought that, you misconstrued my move to think I want to be somebody's friend badly. But by using the word delusional to somebody who really cared or who really wanted to find out about these issues, it's crazy. In fact, uh, uh, somebody asked her again, how about Sultana? She said she hasn't spoken to Sultana since they left the house. So there's clearly, of course, you don't necessarily have to be good with somebody. So her life was more of, how do they put that thing? The word I'm looking for, the word was projecting her fears, her insecurities, and telling people who she like and who she doesn't like. That's what the live was for. Frankly speaking, that was what I felt. And sometimes when you sound that way, your beauty just disappears. So Sana has had her own live recently. Cool live, fantastic live, but I mean nothing necessarily meaningful. Nothing you can hold on to as, okay, Sultans, this is what I'm giving you as to appreciate you for this, for that, or maybe a word of advice, a word of encouragement. Who else have done live? Like, there are numerous of these lives that have no bearing, nothing absolutely that someone can gain from, that you could say, okay, you know what? Because of this is the reason why I followed this person, and they are giving me back-to-back reason to stick with them because of the kind of content that they're creating that would edify and touch my lives. The truth is, we know you cannot give everybody's money or maybe give everybody time or something. You can't answer everybody's question. But there are certain things that you do that people can leverage on and say, that's one of the reasons why I follow this person. She has this power, she has this strength. I can learn a thing or two, I can pick a thing or two. And then the love that they're following you. You can't just be following somebody just because they went to Big Brother house. Any dog, goat, cow can go into Big Brother house. But because of the value you think that this person can give to you, that's the reason why you are sticking and following to. Except you just want to be, a follower without substance. So yes, by all means, given what we've seen, what we've heard, when it comes to delivering value to their fans in terms of real-time content that edifies, promotes, and grows the fan base, Faith is giving us something extraordinary, and that is the one that was elevated just because they were qualified or they were disqualified. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.